How's it going, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T, and today we'll be reviewing the third principle in the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way by John Little. Um, Today's principle will be duration. The first principle that we discussed was identity. The second principle was intensity. Today's is duration. So, just a recap of the first two: identity. The takeaways I got from it was something is what it is and it can be nothing else. Um, so the way that the body reacts to exercise is the same pretty well for everyone, notwithstanding genetic disorders and abnormalities. And the second principle, intensity, the takeaway for that was the the percentage of effort that one can put out. So um, you've got positive, static, and negative ranges in a rep range. And it could be said that if you went to positive failure only on an exercise, that you only did 1/3 the intensity that you could possibly do. If you went to failure on your positive, static, and negative, then you would have went to maximum intensity. And just a reminder, whenever I do these videos going over the principles, what I do is I go in the gym and cycle 6 to 10 miles, and I'll read one of the principles while I'm in there. And then once I get done reading the principle, I will get in the notes on my phone and type out what I can remember from the reading of the principle, and that tries to help me uh, remember the principles and what they mean, and get a better understanding of the foundation of the workouts that we've been doing. Um, and also so I can explain it to you guys better. And if you've got questions, maybe I'll be better equipped to answer them. So once again, that's the purpose of these reviews of the principles. So um, with that being said, the third principle is duration. Um, how long can you, or how long should you train? According to Mike, more is not better, less is not better. The precise amount is better. Which begs the question, what is the precise amount? And the way Mike explains it is that anything over what is required to stimulate muscle growth constitutes overtraining. So if you're in the gym and you're doing one set to failure like we do, that's enough to stimulate muscle growth. If you do anything past that, then that could constitute overtraining. So also what could constitute overtraining is not taking enough rest in between workouts. So that's two ways to ensure that you won't stimulate muscle growth to the maximum that you can. And he likens this to a suntan or the building of a callus on the hands. So if you sit out in the sun for a certain period of time, you will develop a suntan. Your body will take on the sun, and then it'll realize what the sun's doing to the body, and then it'll help protect the body for the next exposure to the sun through a suntan. The same if you are lifting rough, abrasive objects, they'll wear on your hand, and then in order to prepare for the next time you lift heavier abrasive objects, your your hands will build up a callus, and if you take it on past that, that's compensation there, and even overcompensation. If you take it on past that and you stay out in the sun for too long, then you will inevitably get blisters and a sunburn that results in decompensation. And then if you lift rough or abrasive objects for too long, or you don't give it enough time, your hands enough time to rest, obviously, instead of building a callus, they're going to wear the skin completely off the hands and form blisters on the hands, which is the result of decompensation. So the same could be said in a bodybuilding context for the muscle, the way Mike explains it. So when you train to maximum intensity or go to at least positive failure, it causes your body to dip into its limited reserve ability, which we've talked about numerous times now. And so when you dip into your reserve ability, it's limited. So you got to first stimulate muscle growth and then get out of the gym, go home, recover. Recovery means filling that hole back that you dug, or that inroad from training. First, your body has to compensate and refill those limited reserve abilities, and then once it compensates and you're completely recovered, then it will, if you allow enough time, it will overcompensate in the form of muscle growth to prepare for the next training. Um, which really, I've read it before last year, around September or October, but every time I read it, it makes more and more sense to me. Um, so that really struck me there, reading that again. However, if you don't allow your body enough time to recover, they will result in decompensation, just like with the suntan versus sunburn and the callus versus blister on your hand. And he even goes so far to say, if you know what the ideal principle workout that we're doing a workout once every 4 days. He even recommends throwing an extra rest day or two in there between exercises because it's that easy to overtrain. Um, and that's most of what I can remember from that. Uh, and I've seen it on a lot of videos that Mike Mincer people like to take jabs and things and say that, the worst part or the hardest part about doing high intensity training is not overtraining, and people are being facetious and funny, which is funny. I get it, but um, if you've been following along so far, we've made progress, I believe. Um, I just put out a video earlier today of right after doing the last shoulders and arms workout, which I'll upload here shortly. Um, I we've made some progress in the last 7 weeks with this program, and hoping to see more progress. Uh, thank you guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.